What's up, guys? It is January 17th. It's 9:21 a.m. and this is the crypto market update. And as I'm speaking right now, Bitcoin is pressing up on this horizontal resistance ever since Friday of last week that it touched. So it could be a big day, another explosive day. We're going to be on top of it. So if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get updated in real time when we drop these videos. So let's go into the dollar. So this is a higher time frame dollar chart. I want to go down to the lower time frame because we all know that in the bigger picture here, the dollar is topped. So we need to see what it's going to do today to gauge whether or not Bitcoin is going to go on another big run. So let's see. So we're on the 1 hour chart and I'm going to take this low to this high and we stretch it out. We came close to touching the 786 retracement. Right now we are kind of bouncing from that level, but we need to see more. We need to see that break so we can then break this trend line that we were talking about in the video yesterday. I'm going to go to the 4 hour chart now, because if we break this level down here, then we're going to start hitting these breakdown extension targets of 101.28, 100.50, 99. And we had said that if we can break below 101.50, then there could be a huge meltdown in the dollar. So that's what we're waiting to see. On the 6 hour chart, I really like how this is looking as far as the dollar cratering, because we see that the stock RSI's already had its momentum up. We barely moved in the dollar and now it's starting to cross down. You can see that here by the MACD too, going dark green, and now we're kind of curling over. Same with the TSI. So a dollar meltdown does seem very likely. Let's check the 12 hour chart. 12 hour chart, try to cross up, crossing back down right now. The TSI is still headed down. MACD is still red. We're below the zero line. So the dollar, could break through the 102 today and just tank. Today could be the day. We're seeing on the daily chart, stock RSI down in this area, MACD dark red, we're below the zero line, TSI is crossed down. So things are looking good for a meltdown in the dollar, which would be huge for crypto right now because we're at such a key level that if the dollar melts down, we're going to pop up hard. So let's go into the bond yields. Bond yields right now, this is the trend line that we've been watching. It's a 2 week chart though. Let's go down to the lower time frames. Let's go to the daily. And we found some support at this previous low that we set right here. And if I kind of zoom in a little bit, you can see that we broke this downwards resistance right here. And on this candle right now, we're trying to confirm this mini breakout. So if I go to the 12 hour, you can see it a little clearer. And what we want to see is if we do pop back up here, we want to see a rejection from this high down to this low at 3.8%. So if we do pop up, we want to get rejected at 3.8%. And then ultimately we want to see a breakdown of this low, because then we'd be breaking this horizontal support where we set up this rejection here. We got above here, support, but also at the same time, we'd be breaking this long-term kind of trend line coming up here. Let me zoom out. Yeah, so we have this trend line coming up. So support. And then if we break both, then it's looking very good. And we'd likely come down, we'd touch this low to this high right here. And we'd come down to the 786, which is sitting around 2.82%, right around there. So that's what I'm watching for the dollar, the bond yields. Now let's go into the stock market. Stock market pressing higher today. This is a 15-minute chart though. Let me go to a 30-minute. You can see pressing higher. We're getting a nice candle right now. A big MACD spike. Stock RSI crossing up. Pink crossing through the blue. Let's go to the 1 hour. Crossing up right now. We just got the MACD flip from red to green. We haven't seen that since Monday. So yesterday, earlier in the day, we're seeing us press up. Let's go to the 4 hour. We're seeing the MACD trying to cross to green again. TSI cross, stock RSI cross. We're holding nice support on that middle line in the void lines, which is like the Bollinger Bands. Let's go to the 6 hour. Right now, we did see a mini kind of pullback in the stock RSI, MACD, TSI, but we maintained up here in price, which is bullish. So if we can cross up here, get the momentum back, it's likely we could be running up here to this trend line. And if we break that, then we're looking real good, because this trend line stretches all the way back to the top that we set back here in December of 2021. So this is this is big. We could be doing it right here. So yeah, December of 2021, we come down and we're very close. We got a 1 day buy now as well. Let's check the 2 day. 2 day TSI cross up, MACD cross up, stock RSI cross up. Let's check the 3 day. And the 3 days crossing up, TSI and MACD as well too. So things are looking good for this bounce, and we could have enough steam to get us up here and make new local highs from this point. We don't want to come up here and get rejected, say from this top down to this bottom. We don't want to come up and get rejected at 11,880, because then we're just retesting, we're tracing back up to the 786, and we could very well roll back over. So that's what we want to clear. We go to the weekly chart. We're battling with this 200 MA right now, but we do have the stock RSI. It came up and now it came back down, but it held support on this 50 line. We're crossing back up. TSI crossed up, MACD crossed up. We're pressing up against this RSI here. So things are looking good for us to pop through, but you can see that we're battling that 200 week moving average. And right now we're trying to hold it and break up higher here. So all looking well. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin just had a mini pop through on that horizontal resistance we were watching right at the beginning of this video. Pull back down a little bit. I'm on the 15-minute chart, but we did set a new kind of high for the year. Let's go down to a microscope and see if we have the momentum. So we did pop up. We do have the stock RSI crossing back down. That's a 5-minute though. Let's go to the 15. We do see that we're holding this stock RSI 50 line. We're trying to keep pressing up here. Let's go to the 30-minute. 30-minute, about to cross up. MACD turned green. TSI, we're curling up here. Let's do the 1 hour. 1 hour right now, crossing up. Stock RSI, MACD, all good. RSI, we got above the 50 line, held as support right here, and we're pressing our way up, trying to make new highs. Let's go to this trend line. You can see that we're going to get real close to this trend line right here, and if we can pop through, we're going to have a big spike. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart. We're seeing that we're trying to cross up here. I'd love to see the TSI cross up and the MACD flip green. We do have a little, let's see. We do have a little hidden bearish divergence, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. Let's go to the 6-hour chart. 6-hour chart. We did see kind of like the stock market, a little correction, pull down briefly, but we're still pressing up higher here. In the chart, we're maintaining these levels. So we've already cooled off as far as these indicators go. We maintain the price up here. We could easily, if we cross up here, cross up, we could shoot through this level. And let's start talking about targets. If we do, let us take this high down to this low. We stretch it out. We already cleared the 786 right here. So all we need to do is clear this $21,500 level. If we do that, we could come up here to 26,203 easily. And let's check the 1 week chart. No, I'm sorry, the 2 week chart, and see if we have any resistance coming in. So on the 2 week chart, well, right now we do have this level of this middle line in the void lines is serving as like a kind of like a hang up point. That's the level that once we broke down below and then we retested back in March of 2022, that's when we got rejected and went down hard in our bear market. We're at that level right now. So we definitely, if we clear that, then that $26,000 level is definitely in sights. Let me take this high down to this low. And I would say, first off, before talking about 26,000, we definitely need to take out that 22,723, because what I did was I took, instead of that recent high to the low, right? I'm taking this overall high that we had set, because we had this high, then we did a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So like ultimately on this move here, this is the high that we need to take out for the 786. So that is sitting around 22,700. We're not too far away from it. So if we break up above that, then we can start talking about 25 to 26,000, which is perfectly aligned with like this EMA ribbon right here. If we go down to the 10-day, yeah, and there's a lot of resistance up there. So I don't think we're just going to fly through it on one go. Maybe we have to pull up to it. We have a big spike. Then we have to come back down, retest back at these levels where we're at. And then we'll have enough juice to come back up here and retest this big resistance, because that was that support that we had built in the bull market like this, and then when we broke off from it, that's when we went deep into our bear market. So I do think we'd have to come up here, pull back down, then give it a shot up here. And then if we can break above 28 to 33,000 and we hold that as support, we could be testing all-time highs in no time. So that is definitely on the radar. Let's look at a couple other ones like XRP. So let's take a look at XRP. All right, right now on the hour chart, let's see. We are kind of lagging as far as XRP goes, kind of going sideways. Let's go to the 4 hour, take a look at it. Right now, I would say we have from this high down to this low. We are battling with the 786 right now. So we need to get above and maintain above the 39 to 40 cent level. If we can do that, then we can start talking about 44 to 48 cents. Let me actually pull it to this body instead of that wick there, because that could have been an anomaly. Yeah, so let me pull this right here. Yep, so that's what we're battling with. Yep, around 39 cents, 40 cents basically. If we can get above and hold that support, it's game on. 4 hour chart, I'd like to see this cross up on the stock RSI and the TSI. Right now we're holding the 50 of the RSI as support. That's all good. I want to see that maintained and then see that MACD, TSI, stock RSI cross up. Then it's likely we're going to shoot up to around 44 to 48 cents if we can do that. Let's go to the 6 hour chart. 6 hour chart. Yeah, we're seeing the same type of movement in the bottom indicators here as like the stock market, Bitcoin, same old song there. You can see that we have this trend line coming up, and let me hide a couple things. Yeah, so we have this trend line coming up of support, 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 support. So right there, that is around 38 cents we want to hold. We don't want to break below that. Right now on the 6 hour chart, the MACD is dark red, dark red. We want to see that flip. So if I take this low right there to this high, and let me go on a lower time frame so we can see a better 2 hour chart. We'll take this low. So this low to this high, we stretched it out. We could come back down and say like 0.3767 is that 786. So we need to hold that. That's where we set these kind of rejection points. Rejection, 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 got above, support, 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 support. So if we do come down, we need to hold that. If we break it, we could be coming down to around like 34.5 cents to 35.5 cents around here. So we definitely need to hold that. Let's look at the 12 hour chart. And on the 12 hour chart, we have that market structure ribbon coming up here, acting as support as well too. MACD is coming down here. What I want to see is something like this, where we don't cross, right? It's just more of a fake out where we kind of go flat and then all of a sudden, bam, we pull up and we do another move up here. We don't want to see that cross down and this cross and that cross, because then ultimately a correction is coming in and we could come, back down to those levels. But if the dollar's breaking down, Bitcoin's breaking up, it's unlikely for this to happen. The only way that would happen is if the dollar rips up, and if Bitcoin breaks down as well too. But right now we're seeing the dollar is below 102. So it's maintaining, going down. We just broke, or we're close to that 786 level. We're like right at it right now. Yep, we're touching it right now. So it's definitely key for us to break that so these coins can keep rallying here. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Just take a look at it. So it does seem like we're pulling down a little bit. Let's say from this move, so from this low to this high, we have 0.382 we would likely need to hold for the short term to hold. And then if we break that, we could come down to 37 cents. And then, like we said, that 36 cents. Let's go to XLM. Actually, let's check the 3-day chart. We did get a 3-day buy now for XRP. Let me turn on the screener. We got a 3-day buy now for XRP. We're seeing the momentum cross up with the stock RSI, TSI. RSI just got above the 50. We saw a 4-day buy now. 4-day buy now, right? And we saw a 5-day buy now right now. So we are having multiple high time frames flashing the buy now. So that ultimately means that the bottom is likely very much in, but we just need to see a break above that 40 cent level for us to get that confirmation that, all right, we're going to keep breaking higher here, and we might not have to come back down, retest first, and then go. So the thing is, sometimes with the higher time frame buy nows, they lag a little bit. So When you get a higher time frame buy now, it's not like it just automatically goes to the moon. It's more of like the overall bigger picture macro move is headed back to the upside. But usually sometimes when you see the bigger picture buy nows come in, we do have to, on the shorter term, cool off to then have the bigger move play out. So I would like to see a 12-hour buy now. And that's more of like, all right, an imminent move is about to happen, rather than a 4-day buy now is more of like over the next few weeks, this move will play out. So hopefully that makes a little more sense. But right now we have a 12-hour prepare to sell soon. So that's why I want to see this not cross down, because then likely we do have that correction in the shorter term from this signal. But then with the 3-day, 4-day buy now, we're ultimately would come back up in the bigger picture here. So that's what I see there. Let's look at XLM. 30-minute chart. We want to see us maintain the 786 here, which is around 8.5 cents. We want to see that hold as support to 0.086 cents. And then we want to come up here and break above this high to this low, around 9 cents. If we can do that, now we're going to start talking about 9.5 cents to 10 cents to 10.5 cents. We do have the 30-minute 200 moving average sitting right here, very close, that we need to hold as support, because this whole run up, we've held it as support. So if we break it, then we could be changing the trend a little bit. So you can throw that up in your charts, the 30-minute stellar XLM chart, put on the bonus indicator, and then you have this 200 MA, the yellow line here, coming up. And this has done a good job with the signals as well too, calling the local tops to the bottoms, local tops to the bottoms. So we just need to see that continue. But if we break that 200 moving average, then it'll be a different story. So we're going to have to watch it. I'll be in the Discord today. I'm catching up on all the messages. We got to watch the dollar. We want to see it break that level. We want to see Bitcoin take out those highs, and then direction will be and maintain going up. But if we see a big bounce here, Bitcoin correct, then we could be cooling off for the whole crypto market until we ultimately see us turn back over for the dollar and Bitcoin cover again. So things are getting interesting, but overall, the bigger market macro structure is calling that the bottom is in, and we're going to see a big move. So that's it, guys. I'll see you in the Discord and in the next video.